Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you are watching this. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy, and I am Amazing Taste Store over on Instagram. I'm a long-time eBay seller, 17 years now. So for 17 years, I have sold full-time on eBay. 5 years ago, my husband left his corporate job and came home to sell full-time with me. So we now make all of our income through e-commerce. eBay has been the lion's share of that money for all of those years. In Q4 of 2019, we decided to test Amazon and see what would happen, run some tests on eBay, and think about ways that we wanted to change in 2020. So we took some time off of social media. That's why there haven't been any videos. But we are back now, and I'm excited to share with you some of the things that we learned, some of the things that we're going to change, and some of the things that we have already changed. So if you're interested in more of our Q4 experiment and those results, tomorrow night, January 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time, we will be live right here on this channel, and we will recap our Q4, what we learned, what we liked, what we didn't like, and we'll be talking scared money. So if you're interested in that, please join us tomorrow night and bring all of your questions. We will answer just about anything. So I hope to see you there. But today, I wanted to talk about hiding your eBay sold listings. So during the month of December, we made the decision to hide our eBay solds. We do have people that watch our eBay store and watch what we're selling, and that's fine, that's great, that's wonderful, whatever. But I started getting messages like, are you guys okay? Are you really only selling one item in a day? And no, we're not only selling one item in a day. We've simply hidden our eBay solds. So I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of explain why we did that, why you might want to do that, why other sellers hide their eBay solds, and then show you how to do that, what it looks like in your active listings, what it looks like if you're searching someone's store who has hidden their eBay solds. So here we go. First, why would you want to do that? So there are a lot of different reasons why someone might decide to hide their eBay solds. First, it's not actually hiding your eBay solds, it's using what eBay calls the out of stock feature. So for us, at some point during December has completely just run into a big mess of days for me. We were given an opportunity to potentially bring in some replenishable items in 2020. So replenishable item is an item that you're going to get over and over again throughout the year. So we were presented with this opportunity, and as we were thinking about it, we started to look at, okay, that would mean we would need to hide our eBay solds. We would want to hide our eBay solds. What would that look like? What's that going to do to our account? How is that going to play into the items that we already sell? Which is why we went ahead and turned it on. When you are selling replenishable items, so you have a multiple quantity listing. So let's say you decide you want to sell Christmas mugs, and you're going to get in Christmas mugs throughout the season. But you only have, let's say, 5 today because your next shipment hasn't come in yet. You can go in, create that listing for 5 Christmas mugs, and when those 5 sell out, your listing is going to have 0 quantity available. That listing is no longer live for buyers to see on eBay, but it is still in your active listings. So when you get more in, you just tell eBay, okay, now I have 10. That listing goes live again, and it retains all of its sales history, which greatly increases your search ranking on that item. So for us, as we look at these replenishable items for 2020, it made sense for us to turn on that out of stock or feature or hide our eBay solds so that we could retain that search ranking on those listings. Now, some people hide their eBay solds simply because they don't want the rest of the world to see what they're selling. Maybe you have a local item that is readily available, but you don't really want all of your local competition to see this readily available item and see the velocity that you are selling it at. That becomes a reason to hide your eBay solds. That isn't necessarily a replenishable item. Maybe it's a brand, maybe it's a type of item, but you don't really want all of your competition to know. That would be one reason. Another reason might be that you just simply don't want people to ask, why are you selling this? Why did you sell that? Why did you sell this for that price? All of those questions, if you are public with your eBay account, that could be a reason why you would hide your eBay solds. So there are lots of different reasons why people hide their eBay solds. Ours is simply because we are looking at these replenishable items in 2020, which we may not even end up doing, at which point we would turn off the out of stock feature. But let's say you're like, this maybe sounds like a good idea, maybe something I'm interested in doing. How do I do that? So let me show you exactly how you do that. So I am going to share my screen here with you and show you exactly how you would do that. So this is my eBay account, our eBay account now. And if you go to your seller hub on eBay, click on site preferences, it is right here at the top. Use the out of stock option. You're simply going to click yes, and in about 24 hours or so, your sold listings are no longer going to show publicly, at least not all of them. We'll get into that. If that listing remains at a 0 quantity for 3 months, they will go ahead and end it. If it is at a 0 quantity for an entire month, then you're not going to get charged the listing fee on it, even though it shows active. You are eligible for that listing fee credit. So it's pretty easy. You just click yes, click apply, and it's done. Now, it changes how your active listings look. So this is, again, my account. It says manage active listings, 735 items. I do not have 735 items available today, far less. But as you can see right here on this top item, this is an item that I listed yesterday, sold immediately. There is an available quantity of 0. So let's say I got another one of these in. I could go right here within my active listings, click this little edit button, tell eBay how many I had, click submit, and then that item would become available again. Because now I've got all of these listings mixed in that are 0 quantity, I can change this to sort by my start date or sort by my available quantity. If I sorted this by available quantity, then it would only show those items at the top here that I actually had available. But it does make it so much easier when you get in those replenishables to just come in here and change that quantity. If though, let's say you wanted to see somebody's sold items. So again, this is my store. These are the items that are currently available. So there's actually 610. But if you clicked on my solds, here we go. Now, yesterday I just showed you I sold that bra. It is not here in my solds because that is a out of stock listing, and so it's not showing you that item. It does still show some items. It appears to be items that were listed maybe before I turned on the out of stock option. That's the best I can figure right at the moment, but honestly, I haven't looked into it because I'm not concerned about it at this point. But if you are looking at somebody's solds, if you are looking at somebody's store to see what are they selling, what's selling well for them, and you go in and you select solds, if they have the out of stock option on, you're not going to see everything that they're selling. That's by design. You should also know that if you are someone who is in the store and you are using eBay's sold listings feature within their app to check velocity of sales or average sold price on an item before you buy that item, that's not going to be a complete picture anymore of how many items sold or the average sold price. Because as more and more sellers use this out of stock option, you're not getting the benefit of all of my solds within that. You're not getting the benefit of a lot of other big sellers as they're not putting those solds up for the public to see. So keep that in mind when you're searching that. Also, if you see that an item is showing sold at, let's say, $20, if that seller has sent an offer on that item, that is not indicated within eBay solds. So you're not seeing that. You're going to have to start pricing based off of current listings, just like you do on Etsy. You're not going to, because simply checking solds is not going to be enough as more and more people utilize this out of stock feature. It's important to understand that you're not seeing it all. There are some sites that will give you that information, sites like Terapeak or Shelf Trend, a little bit more difficult to use on a phone if you are out and about. Sites like Check a Flip or Completely are not going to show my solds. So those items that are being utilized or utilizing the out of stock option are not going to show on those apps either. So be aware of that as you are looking to buy an item or not buy an item. You may not be seeing the complete picture on the velocity of it or the complete picture on the average sold price because that information isn't there. So for us, it is going to be important moving on to utilize this out of stock option so that we can retain that sales history and keep that search ranking, hopefully get more sales and more velocity. But if you're looking to our store to see how we're doing, you know, you're having a slow day, so you're like, oh, let me go see if they're having a slow day also. It's not going to be a complete picture because those items just aren't shown anymore. But that is how you do it. That's why we're doing it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, whatever. And I hope that you will come back and join us tomorrow night, Saturday, January 4th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our live Q4 recap. We will be talking about all of the things that we learned selling on Amazon for Q4, and we're going to talk about scared money. What does scared money mean? So I hope to see you then. Thanks for hanging out with me.